से इरादे तो ये फलक मगरूर हमने सूरज सजना है सपनों को दो परवाज़ दे उड़ने की तमन्ना है हमने सूरज सजना है सपनों को दो परवाज़ दे उड़ने की तमन्ना ऊंचे रहे जो तेरे कद से इरादे तो ये फलक मगरूर बेबस होके तेरे आगे दिखेगा मजबूर
Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Just 1 minute. Hello, all of you. Here we are together to continue the one-shot revision video series of costing. It's very different and refreshing, to be very honest, early in the morning today. Today being Raksha Bandhan, and almost everyone is saying the Murat, the Puja, the festival, the family meet, everything is afternoon or evening. Otherwise, every day we are taking one-shot revision videos in the evening, right? But today we are doing it in the morning. Okay, so it is actually refreshing to take it and look for this space more. Soon I'm going to announce live practice batch for GST as well as DT for upcoming December CMA and January CA exam, right? So some of you are asking for that, wanted to do that announcement. Thank you so much. 2000 subscribers I just reached and 120 more have added in just last this 1 month is your trust. And so many doubt clearing sessions, old versus new regime, costing, how to segregate semi-variable overhead. Whatever is your doubt, there will be a video and it's always going to be live. So you have to, like today, 8 o'clock, I notified that I'm going to take it live today in the morning at 11 instead of 7. Monday is always 7 o'clock in the evening. After this, those who have opted for booster exam should join for live paper correction in the app. Okay. This is going to be one-shot revision video for all of you. So 8 o'clock, I announced that instead of evening, we are taking it today in the morning. So please join the Telegram or WhatsApp challengers group. 9290065156 is the number where you cannot call. You can just put a WhatsApp. Okay, right. Yes. Acha, one more announcement. So many of you are writing chapter-wise exam. I know it's like, ऐसे bonanza चल रहा है festival का 15th August and Varalakshmi Vratam and this festival and Sunday and then Rakhi, and then it's going on and it's going to go on. Ganesh and Dashera and Diwali, all. But I'm not saying don't do the pujas, don't enjoy the family time, but you are smart enough to manage that. Just say inside that you want to do both, you will get a way out. So today, those who have opted for chapter-wise exams, 7th exam is there for DT for salary chapter. We have done salary last, otherwise someone must be saying 7th exam तक अभी salary पहुंचे पूरे heads भागे नहीं. We are doing salary last. So make sure today whole day, whenever you feel like spare time, go to the app, download the question paper, decided time, write the exam, and then enjoy your festival. God bless you for the spirit with us. Actually, you all motivate me. The way literally for Telegram, I'm just doing doubt clearing. Students click the picture, send the voice note. I also clear it with the voice notes. Typing नहीं होता मेरे से. तो आपको जो भी doubt है, whether you have studied with me or someone else, and I'm so thankful that students are being disciplined. You can check the Telegram group. There is no nuisance. Nuisance people will not stay. Automatically, they will not get any entertainment and they'll automatically go out. That's for sure. Okay? चलो, so these were all खींच 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 मिलते नहीं है ना, बहुत दिन से नहीं मिले हम लोग. So all the instructions. Let us begin the one-shot revision video for cost accounting system. Now, every time I am saying this, I am repeating, ma'am, can you take one session for all the theory? It would be so boring. With every chapter, you have to do theory. So now if you ask me, material, labor, overhead and cost sheet, these are the 4 pillars of costing. After that, all the types of costing are on one side. Process, standard, marginal, job, batch, operating service, sub एक side. Cost accounting system is having weightage of more than 10 to 12 marks, including choice if you can say. MCQs, reconciliation part they ask for CMA students. For CA students, case study, it's nothing but a 5-mark question of add and less of reconciling the profit or some journal entries. Nowadays, too much trend is there, 1 mark each, 5 transaction they'll give you. And how will you record in the cost accounting system? So many of you are watching live. Can some of you message, please? It will be a great help if my voice and all is clear. I'm having little cold, so it's echoing. All clear? Yes? Thank you. Thank you. Sure. So what I'm saying is, let us start with the bigger part first. If you want to do one-shot revision is where I'll not miss out the smallest of concept, theory, journal entries, problems, sab karenge. But the importance is repetition of the concept to cement and make the base super solid. The more you repeat the one-shot revision videos, it's going to be very helpful to you. Ma'am, then problems you are not going to practice in one shot. This is a common question asked by students to me, and my answer is for that practice batch is there. I'm sharing the details over here. Just look at this. This is our practice batch details. 32 lectures are for CMA students. CA students, though, 28 lectures of 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Huh? Around 60 hours you can complete your costing, CA students. CMA little extra because you have cost accounting standards, you have contract costing. So if you trust the way I teach from the concept, few things you will learn, chapter wise exam you will write, then go for this practice. But this price and after doing the practice batch you will say, ma'am, you are undercharged. That is my wordings. Aajao, chalo. And share this. Thank you so much for subscribing so that you are notified when we go live. है ना? Aajao. For cost accounting system, the first thing we all should know is cost sheet. Cost sheet is how you ascertain the cost of the product, add your profit, quote the selling price. Ma'am, all this we have already done in the cost sheet. Yes, that's what is important here. The more perfectly well you know the cost sheet, It's like journal entry के form में I call it zip, zap, zoom. That's what is cost accounting system. Cost accounting system can be learned in two ways. One is non-integrated accounts. Non-integrated accounts are costing records are separate, financial records. You know, in financial records, we purchase the goods, the raw material, and we sell the finished goods. But after purchase, the raw material goes to the work in progress, then to finished goods and storeroom, from there issued to production department, then wastages, then second. So all that detail, what is happening, that we don't record in the financial books. Purchase of raw material, sale of finished goods. Here in cost accounting, you record everything. Wages also, it's not just put the wages in expense. Direct wages will go. So we have proper parking in the cost accounting records. But ma'am, the final profit of the cost accounting record and the financial profit, will it tally? Answer is no. That comes for 5 marks, 6 marks, 7 marks, 8 marks. This reconciliation. I'll teach you very nicely, but end of the class. You have to wait patiently. First, let us make ourselves very perfect in journal entries, T format ledgers, and then we will go to the reconciliation. Someone watching whole video can please put the duration. So anyone willing to watch reconciliation, go there. You want to watch the stock ledgers, how to prepare. Many students, ma'am, costing में सब आता, स्टॉक लेजर बनाने में कंफ्यूजन है. नो कंफ्यूजन. As you know the format of data, stratas, and you do single entry, that's the way you have to do this also. Okay, right. So in cost accounting, we don't record non-cash expenditures like goodwill written off, loss on sale of furniture, dividend received, profit on sale of machinery. We record in the financial books, we don't record here. So there is going to be difference. Plus under over valuation of overheads. In costing, we absorb the overhead at a fixed rate. In financial books, actual overhead, actual factory expense, actual selling expense. Closing stock is valued at predetermined. Here closing stock is actual. So these are the 2-3 major reasons because of which the costing and financial profits will not tally, and we will reconcile it. Clear to all of you? Right. So now, first, shall we know how to write the journal entries and prepare the ledgers if they ask you a 10 marks question? Pay attention, 100% focus, look at the screen, look to me when I close the screen, I say, look here. Ab dhyan se suno, you will remember the sequence. And you just check my costing compiler. Red color is my own made booster notes. For repeated revision, for revision one day before exam, किसके बाद क्या लेजर बनाना है, all will be clear. Green color is the theory question. 100% with a bang I am saying. Bang nahi hua. एक theory question comes from this chapter. Last theory question आता है ना. What are the essential requirements of installing a good cost accounting system? Like that, 2-3 theory questions are there in green color. Red color is the booster notes and blue color are all the question and answers of professional level. If you want to order this compiler, just, less than 400 pages, your whole costing will be done, whether you're writing CA or CMA. Lot of months and months of efforts by me, my typing team, and again, word to word I have checked, because the way I want you to write एग्जाम में जैसा आंसर देना है ना, वैसे आंसर मैंने बनाया है. So these are not copy pasted, scanned and put up. You just check and you will follow everything for sure. शुरू करें. Right. This all was necessary to build up the base, beta. आ जाओ. So what are the 3 things you should know? You should know how to prepare the ledgers. Okay. Ledger preparation in integral and no. What is non-integral? Costing and financial books are separate. What is integral? Both the books are common. Huh? इंटीग्रल में क्या है ना, दोनों बुक्स एक साथ है, that is the financial books and costing books. Ma'am, then if it is integrated accounts, there's no need to reconcile. Absolutely right, you are. No need to reconcile. Many of my students who attend always live are missing because of the festival puja. I don't know, but you all have a way out, then let me know, please. I don't know how to adjust it. Most of you said the puja and the festival is in the evening. I said, chalo, morning karte hain. Because if we miss on our schedules, it will get more postponing, right or not? Okay. So you should know how to prepare the ledgers, T format, how to write the journal entries. Journal entries, when you write, you automatically post it in the ledger. And then the preparation of the reconciliation statement, that is add and less. Okay, right. To be frank, MCQs and everywhere this comes repeatedly, but I'm going to do it after 30 minutes. I already told you, right? Okay. Now, what are the ledgers, T format ledgers? Yeah, in costing, we will prepare. First ledger will be the stores ledger or the raw material. When the raw material comes in debit, when the raw material is going on credit. Second ledger is work in progress. These are the ledgers which will have opening balance. Other than in between, expenses ledgers will also come. So stores ledger, we will prepare. Work in progress is nothing but like a factory house, manufacturing house. So the material will go to the factory, work in progress, labor will go, overhead will go. And from work in progress, the goods which are ready will go to finished goods. From finished goods, the goods which are sold will go to the cost of the sales. Stock ledger or the finished goods. Yeah. And cost ledger control account. Yeah, general ledger control account. Ma'am, what is this account? See, in non-integrated accounts, you prepare stores ledger, work in progress, direct wages, factory overhead. But in non-integrated accounts, I mean say costing accounts, you don't have real accounts, cash, bank, you don't have assets and liabilities. So whenever cash is going out, coming in, you will use a control account, cost ledger control account or general ledger adjustment account. Are you all with me? अभी तक जो मैंने बोला सब clear है? I know some of you will feel, ma'am, this is not one shot. This is as if you are taking a regular class, then maybe. See, it is account prepared under non-integrated. In integrated accounts, you have cost ledgers also, work in progress, finished goods. You have financial ledgers also, share capital, creditors, debtors, cash. So there's no need to prepare the control account. Yeah, but in the cost ledger, you have to prepare the control account. Where? In the non-integral system. Everyone is clear what is non-integral? Costing and financial books are separate. What is integral? Costing and financial books are together. As the system does not permit the operation of the personal accounts, the real accounts, the general ledger adjustment account is prepared for posting the contra entries. This account is debited with the sales and all. How it will be used will be very, very clear. Now see the sequence of ledgers. If you check it carefully, you will say, ma'am, it is going in the exact sequence of cost sheet. But in cost sheet, we prepare it vertically, beta. Here it is left to right. Left to right. ठीक है? Right. आ जाओ. Raw material control account. Okay. Raw material control account will always show debit balance. Ma'am, why? Because some stock will be there in your godown always, no? Right? Wages control account. Wages account we will open But direct wages means those who go work in factory will be absorbed in the finished goods. Yeah, indirect wages will be absorbed in the work in progress. 1 minute, one. मुझे लगा ही मैं क्यों ऐसे अलग खड़ी हूँ. Direct wages is transferred to work in progress and indirect 1 minute. 1 minute. There's a mistake here. Please change it. That's what I was thinking. See, direct wages are those who are working in the factory. What is factory house? Work in progress. So direct wages are always absorbed. Please give me 2 minutes time so that I need to correct it in my this copy. However, best we try not to make a printing mistake till something goes wrong. Aja, I'll explain again. And good, teacher's mistake you should capitalize. आप ध्यान से सुनो. Direct wages are absorbed in work in progress. Indirect wages, okay, supervisor's salary and all, directly where it will go? Factory overhead. Work in progress will always show something, work will be in between. Peanuts is my raw material. Peanuts oil is my finished goods. Something will be in between, like peanuts ka pulp and all, that's work in progress. Factory overhead. Okay, factory overhead is generally absorbed in work in progress. So in indirect wages, factory overhead ke through work in progress mein hi aate hain. Direct wages are coming in the work in progress, right? Okay, close and absorbed in work in progress. Debit balance under absorption, credit balance over absorption, or it may be carried forward. So generally, if there is under over absorption, we charge it to costing P&L or we put supplementary rate. Sometimes under over absorption is carried forward. That time factory overhead may have a balance. So which ledger have you opened first? T format ledger, stores ledger, then wages control ledger. I know to study with Dipti ma'am, you will keep patience because I am not going directly to any problem. I'm taking lot of energy for this topic to build up a good base and then you can do any problem. Work in progress, factory overhead, finished goods, it will always show debit balance, stock, administrative overhead. If it is production, it will be transferred to finished goods. If it's general, it will be transferred to cost of sales. Selling and distribution overhead, yeah, is also transferred to cost of sales. Then you open a ledger called cost of the sales, transferred to costing P&L. Sales also, if you open, that will also transfer to costing P&L. Costing P&L will give you GP and NP. And finally, that profit you will transfer to cost ledger control account. It's okay if things are not clear now, but it will surely be very, very clear. Aja. Which ledger you will open first? Raw material. Wages. Work in progress. Work in progress is like factory house. Material आ जाओ, wages आ जाओ, factory overhead आ जाओ, work in progress. Work in progress और finished goods के बीच में admin overhead. After that finished goods और cost of sales के बीच में selling overhead, if it is there. Yeah, right. These are beautiful booster notes, but I don't want to read it now. I'll read it later. पहले journal entries समझते हैं. Theory also I'll do it later. First, I want you all to learn journal entries. Financial books we all know. Non-integrated system is costing books. When these books are separate and these books are separate, you have to reconcile, and that system is called as non-integrated system. Integrated system is financial and costing books सब एक ही में है. Okay, That's why, suppose when I purchase raw material, see, journal entries are asked nowadays. Some of the students, listen, ma'am, I know how to make stores ledger and all. Journal entries लिखना नहीं होता. आजकल journal entries are being asked. So actually, while you are posting in ledger, stores ledger debit to GLA, general ledger control account debit to stores, actually, are you framing the journal entry or not in your mind? And then only you are posting. So you know how to write the journal entry. It's just a matter of practice. ठीक है? आ जाओ. चलो. When you purchase raw material, purchase to cash or creditor, where financial books. In integrated system, raw material to GLA. Ma'am, why to GLA or control account? Because in costing books, you don't have cash, bank, debtors, creditors, real account and personal account. Integrated accounts, raw material and cash and creditors. ठीक है, क्लियर है सबको? Today is Monday. Wednesday you have this exam. So complete writing your salary exam today and start preparing for this chapter. Any doubts you have, you can post. In integrated raw material or stores ledger control account is also there, and cash and creditors is also. Special material purchase directly sent to factory without going to the stores ledger. तब क्या करेंगे? यहाँ तो same, purchase to cash. Here, work in progress to GLA because the material didn't go in the stores ledger. And then from stores ledger to the production house. No. Emergency, directly to the production house. What's the name of the production house? Work in progress to GLA. And in integrated, work in progress debit, cash, bank, credit. You know, this part is cancelled. So इन दोनों को combine करो तो you get the combined entries. For return, reverse the entry. Purchase to credit, GLA है. Raw material to GLA, to GLA to raw material and all. Okay, right. So you can read rest of the entries like that. Now next what we will do, if you are issuing the material for repairs and maintenance debit to purchase is being reduced, right? Okay. In costing books, repairs and maintenance is a part of factory overhead. So factory overhead debit, raw material control credit, raw material is going out, but work in progress ko debit nahi hua, where it is debited, factory overhead. Yeah, integrated account same, factory overhead to raw material. Very important asked in MCQs also. Suppose I have sent from the stores the goods to job A. अब job A के पास, if it is extra, they directly transfer to job B. Goods are neither coming in the storeroom nor going from storeroom, just from one job to another job. Will we record any journal entry? No, not required. Wages to cash and bank. In costing books, wages to GLA, raw material to GLA, factory overhead to GLA because we don't have cash and bank. In integrated, wages to cash and bank. Now, direct wages will go in work in progress. Indirect wages will go in factory overhead. Abnormal wages will go to abnormal loss or costing PL. ठीक है? Right. Whenever overheads are incurred, factory, admin, selling, the expense debit to cash in financial books. Here, factory, admin, selling, expense debit to GLA. Here, why GLA? If expenses have been incurred, expense to cash. If you have the hard copy, you will really understand. I'm doing it in a very different way. Factory overhead debit to cash. Integrated books में आपके पास दोनों हैं. You have both. Clear? Right. Depreciation. Ma'am, why you're putting depreciation in all the three? If it is depreciation related to machinery, factory overhead. Depreciation related to laptop and all, admin. Depreciation of delivery when selling, and so on. Yeah. Under over absorption, transfer to costing P&L, and rest all entries will be clear when we solve one problem. So now please come to these booster notes. What exactly are the steps you have to follow in exam 10 marks question solve करने के लिए? Draw the required ledgers in proper sequence. Stores ledger, wages, factory overhead, work in progress. Sequence में बनाना. Second step is write opening balances. Yeah, they'll give you opening trial balance. That stores ledger, work in progress is all on the debit side. Finished goods and all is all on the, say GLA control account and all is on the credit side. Now frame the journal entry and post it on debit and credit. Balance the ledger to get closing balance. Wages and overhead ledgers are transferred and closed. See, some ledgers are transferred and closed, like wages, overhead. Some ledgers will continue. Stores ledger will have opening balance, then addition, then credit side, whatever is transferred to production, and closing balance. So what's the first step? Draw the ledgers. Second step, write the opening balance. Third, journal entry posted both sides. Balance the ledgers. Wages and overhead ledgers are transferred. ठीक है? Right. आ जाओ. See, like this, you have to prepare the ledger. Shall we do one problem for the stores ledger posting and the journal entry, or you followed the base level? Please comment. YouTube live students are missing today, some of you. So if you're watching as recording, still you can comment below. See, your comment gives a boost to this video and it will reach to more students. I'm helping you achieve your mission. You help me to achieve my mission of helping every student to go for fearless for taxation as well as costing. 1 second. रुकावट के लिए खेत है. I know. YouTube live also have to go out, do something and come back. We cannot explain everyone. It's YouTube live. I cannot come out. Better go do the work. Jik nahi karna, है ना? Okay. All clear? 1 second. Yeah. Sound is on the 100%. See. See, like this trial balance will be there. Stores, work in progress, finished goods. Manufacturing overhead will not have any balance. But it is having to might be something, like kuch na kuch hoga balance. ठीक है. And cost ledger control account. Chalo. So now let us open stores ledger control account debit. 3 lakh opening balance. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस का भी लेजर बनाओ और डेबिट करो 1,50,000 just as if we are doing it. Okay, and then all answers are also there. You're having the compiler, you can use it and do it. Finished goods 2,50,000. Write the opening balance. Manufacturing overhead credit 15,000. And control ledger, last I have prepared 685. This is how your trial balance is. Okay, what is the sequence of the ledgers? Can we talk now? Okay. Now see. So I have posted all the opening balances. Okay. Now, finished goods at cost. So these many goods are ready. 2,25,000 goods are ready. Okay. So from work in progress, whatever is ready will go to the finished goods. Work in progress is like your production house. Whatever is ready will go to the finished goods. 2,25,000. Okay. Next, they have given manufacturing overhead incurred is 85,000. So journal entry in your mind. Manufacturing overhead incurred 85,000 to the control ledger. Okay. Next they have given is raw material purchased 125. Material is coming in the stores ledger, but cash creditors is not there. This is non-integrated ledgers. So stores ledger debit to control account. Raw material, wages, overhead, sub. Okay, right. Next. ये हो गया. Factory wages and indirect labor. What is factory wages, direct wages and indirect wages? Let us open the ledger. How much total wages I have incurred? Wages account debit 60,000 to cost ledger control account. Now in wages 60, 40 is direct wages. So direct wages will go to the factory, production house. Direct wages will go to the production house. Indirect wages will go to the factory overhead or manufacturing overhead. From there, it will go to the work in progress. Somehow it will tally if you reverse, but it will stepwise marks will go. I want to repeat. Wages are incurred 60,000 wages account debit to GLA. Direct wages are absorbed in work in progress, production house. Indirect wages will go to the factory overhead. Cost of sales is given to you 1,75,000. ठीक है. Cost of sales ये रहा. Cost of the goods sold from finished goods. See, whatever was ready, it came from work in progress to finished goods. Finished goods is the stock in our godown. Out of that, cost of the sales, cost of the goods which are sold, bye-bye, 1,75,000. It will go to cost of sales. Finished goods to cost of sale. Are you seeing left to right? Next, material issued. Material came, debit. Material issued, credit. But where this material is going? This material is going where? To the work in progress. वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस में रॉ मटेरियल आएगा, वेजेस आएगा, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. मैम, एज if you look at the work in progress, raw material, wages, factory overhead, add opening work in progress, closing, it's exactly same like we are preparing the cost sheet. I'm teaching with lot of patience. 45 minutes are over, and this is a different way of doing one shot revision video. The purpose is to cement the concept. For practice, you attend the practice batch in the app. ठीक है ना? आ जाओ. Sales return. Okay. Sales return. Again, it will go to the stock room, finished goods room, sales return, and cost of sales credit. I hope you are getting. From finished goods, whatever is the sale, cost of sales. 175 credit, यहाँ debit. अब ये 9000 credit, sales return, और यहाँ पे debit. ठीक है? आ जाओ. Next, material return to the supplier 13,000. When you receive the material, stores ledger to control. So यहाँ पे stores credit, material is going out, but not to the production house, return to the cost control ledger, to the supplier, creditor, whoever it is. Clear? So many of you are joining now, dear students. I have taken more than 45 minutes to build up this journal entries and the logic. One second, I'm not able to see that. Is my screen sharing clear? क्या हो गया इसको? One second. One second, dear students. Okay. So how many ledgers we have prepared now? Last is material returned is over. Now, manufacturing overhead, which is charged to the production. Okay. So manufacturing overhead, which is charged to the production. Did you see work in progress is like a cost sheet? Raw material, wages, factory overhead, opening work in progress, closing work in progress. Yeah. So manufacturing overhead, what was incurred? 85. Indirect wages 20. 1,05,000. Out of that, 85 is transferred. Opening balance was there. Still some balance is there. Ma'am, can we have opening and closing both the balances on one side? Yes. Ma'am, how do we know we have to write off factory overhead or not? Then there's a way out of it. That whenever you feel that factory overhead ledger is there in the opening balance. It can have a closing balance also. If not, if there is under over absorption of factory overhead on any site, you can transfer it to costing P&L. See, I'll tell you how the factory overhead looks. Factory overhead debit to GLA, 8 rupees. It is 8 rupees incurred. But we don't have cash account, so factory overhead debit to GLA. But factory overhead is absorbed in work in progress at a predetermined rate, 7 rupees. So factory overhead credit, work in progress debit at a predetermined rate. Now this 1 rupee is called as under absorption. Ma'am, you have explained all this concept in one short revision video of the overhead chapter. Okay, if that is okay, no problem. Yeah, chalo. So this 1 rupee, either you can charge supplementary rate, transfer to costing P&L or carry forward. Okay, clear to all of you? Right. So this much we have completed. Now, can we balance the store's ledger closing balance and take it to trial balance? Wages is already absorbed. Direct wages is absorbed in work in progress. Indirect wages is absorbed in factory overhead. Manufacturing overhead हो गया ये. Work in progress balancing figure. Finished goods balancing figure. This all will come in trial balance. We have sold 175 goods. 9,000 have come return as sales return, and this cost of the sales we are carrying forward here because they have not given sales. If they give sales and cost of sales, we can get the GP, right? Okay. So now even the cost control ledger, opening balance will come here, closing will come here. Now if you prepare trial balance, stores, work in progress, finished goods, manufacturing overhead, cost of sales, and this your ledger will tell you. I want to repeat, only thing missing here is sales is not given. अगर sales दिया रहता तो cost of sales also we will transfer here. We will get the GP or NP, and this GP will always be transferred to cost ledger control account. Take your time. I know never I have explained like in such detail, but is it clear to all of you or not? Thank you so much. Some of you just come across this video and you're putting a like. Thank you. Your every like, it works. It will give a boost. Okay. So this is how you have to prepare the ledger. More detailed if you want to check, next problem is also there. First ledger पूरा नहीं कर रही हूँ मैं, बस आपको format बता रही हूँ. What will be the first ledger? Stores ledger. Wages, same. Direct wages, work in progress. Indirect wages, factory overhead. Factory overhead. Work in progress. Finished goods. See, this time they have given sales. So sales we got here, cost of sales we got here, we got GP. GP में under over absorption of factory overhead, and finally net profit in non-integrated accounts. The final profit is always transferred to the GLA on credit side. General ledger control account or cost ledger control account, opening balance here, closing here, and you prepare the trial balance. Now, instead of the non-integrated, suppose if it is integrated ledgers, okay, integrated ledgers. So integrated ledgers, what you will do? Yes, integrated ledgers, what you will do? Integrated ledgers, same like non-integrated, but when you purchase raw material, stores ledger debit to control account की जगह creditors account. When you incur factory overhead to GLA की जगह factory overhead to cash. cash, bank, stock, data, all accounts you will prepare in the integrated. Only one problem is there in detail I have done. You can solve it. Any doubt you have, you can click the picture and one second, dear students. What is happening? Why the screen is not coming? I don't. कुछ ना कुछ गड़बड़ होते रहती है. So whenever they ask you how to prepare the ledgers, what all ledgers you will prepare? Can you say it again? Yeah. Stores ledger, wages, factory overhead, absorbed in work in progress, administrative overhead, absorbed in finished goods to cost of the sale, selling overhead, cost of the sales, from there to sales, there to costing PL. And last is if it is non-integrated, cost ledger control account. Because whenever you do cash, bank, real accounts, liabilities, assets, है ना, तो all those accounts will come in the control account, right? So like this, you will prepare all the ledgers. Okay. Let us go to the hot favorite part asked in exam, and that is reconciliation. I'm again saying the level of the questions, what you do is very, very important, and that I'm decades of experience, so I'm very sure. Students have scored 82, 85, 87. These are the marks in costing with the level of the questions what we are doing. Okay? Right. Aja. When I'm doing screen sharing, I'm not able to see the camera today. I don't know what is happening. 1 minute. Huh? For reconciliation, if they give you all the detail and just prepare the reconciliation for 5 to 7 marks, it's easy. How to remember the points? I'll tell you now. But sometimes if cost sheet is not there, prepare the cost sheet to get the costing profit. If financial details are not there, financial P&L, trading P&L banao to get the financial profit and then do the reconciliation. You know, you can have it on your tips. What are the reasons of difference in the costing profit and financial profit? 3 solid reasons on your tips. 100 out of 100% guarantee. 700 marks का नहीं आता. 7 marks are yours. ठीक है? तो क्या करेंगे देखो सबसे पहले costing profit and financial profit. Ma'am, which profit we can start? We can start with costing profit. We can start with financial profit. Generally in CA books, so both anyone you can start CMA. Almost all the problems they are starting with the financial books. So hum bhi वैसे कर लेंगे. Okay. Now listen all of you. As I said, if cost sheet is not there, prepare the cost sheet. If financial profit is missing, prepare the trading P&L and then reconcile. Many times for 7 marks, they give you both the profit ready. Now you are making a reconciliation statement, particulars amount, bank reconciliation statement, cash flow statement, add and less you have to do. If they ask you prepare bank memorandum reconciliation account, T format account, it's the same. If you start with the cost profit, whatever you add, you have to credit. Whatever you have to less, you have to debit. Ma'am, they asked reconciliation account, but I like add and less. Finally, the answer is same, no, but you will not get marks. Whatever they say, you have to do, and it's very easy. I'll explain. First, I'm putting something in your mind. One of the reasons of difference in the costing and financial profit is in financial books, you take many things which you never take in the cost sheet. Income tax paid, transfer to reserves, loss on sale of furniture, ये सब never be taken in cost sheet. Yeah, profit on sale of plant and machinery never be taken in cost sheet. So items which are in financial books and not in cost, because of that the profit will be less here and more here. So you have to adjust. Second difference is under over absorption. Factory overhead incurred 8 rupees in the financial books. Factory overhead absorbed at a predetermined rate 7 rupees in the costing books. So 1 rupee under over absorption, one of the reason. One of the reason, few things taken in the costing, few things taken in the financial. And third solid reason is stock valuation. In costing books, we will value the stock as per the cost sheet. In financial books, we'll value the stock as per AS2. So stock difference might come. Okay? Right. Chalo, let me share the screen with all of you. One second. Yes, yes, I will take. Good that you have reminded. Thank you. Listen, there are some problems wherein incomplete ledgers ki tarah, single entry ki tarah they are giving. So that also we will take up. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I'll explain some of more problems, but little later. Let us take up now. Yeah, theory also we will take. What are the items causing difference? Items causing difference. One is stock valuation, one is under absorption, one is items not included, included in financial books. Goodwill written off, preliminary expenses, underwriting, and all. Okay. Items included in the cost books only. They may be like salary paid to proprietor and all. You can't pay salary to proprietor. Now reconciliation. Prepare financial P&L, prepare the cost sheet and the memorandum. Okay? Just check the format. Sorry, please. Okay, is it clear to you that if they ask you add less, you have to do add less? If they ask you T format. So let us start with the costing profit. You know, now all of you should go to your business head chapter. Ma'am, when to add and when to less, impact on the profit. Where you are starting? You are starting with the cost profit. Now, if they have credited all these income in the financial books, you didn't credit. So if you credit in the cost books, what's the impact? Cost profit will increase. Interest received, dividend received, rent received, profit on sale of investment. These incomes are credited in the financial books. But you have not credited these incomes in the cost books. So now credit these incomes in the cost books. Are you all with me? Yeah. I'm starting with the costing profit. Financial profit is high because they have credited all the incomes in the P&L credit side. I will also add. I'm not doing any change in the books. This is just on a piece of paper to tell you. Add. Now, items, ये हो गया credit of the financial book. Same way, items charged in the debit of the financial books. In financial books, debit side, underwriting commission, bank interest, income tax, donation, Loss on sale of assets, investment, goodwill, preliminary expense, fine, penalty. Yeah, right. So all this on the debit side of the financial accounts. Are you all with me? Financial books ke debit side. They have written. You didn't write. If you debit in the costing also, what will be the impact on your profit? Cost profit will reduce. They have debited donation, loss on sale of furniture, all these expense. So their profit is less. I will also less. So ye ho gaya, ye ho gaya. Now under over absorption of the overhead. See, clear. In cost books, in costing books, factory overhead incurred is 10, absorbed is 8. 2 rupees is under absorbed in cost books. Cost books में under absorbed है. Financial books you have charged factory overhead 10. Here you have charged 8. 2 rupees you have charged less. Under absorbed. So now here also you charge 10. Whatever we have to do, we have to do. We can't say others, अरे तुमने क्यों 10 रुपए charge किया? Financial books, they have charged factory overhead 10. You have charged 8. You have under absorbed. Now what will you do? Reduce it. Less. If I also charge 2 rupees more, what's the impact on my profit? It will reduce. That's why under absorption of overhead in the cost books less. Yeah, over absorption of overhead in the cost books. We have charged more, 18. They have charged 10. We charged 18. Oh, we charged overhead 8 rupees more. Reduce the overhead. Profit will increase. Add. Over absorption of overhead. Add. ये less. समझ में आ रहा है? Same way closing stock. Higher the closing stock, higher the GP, higher the NP. So if undervaluation of closing stock in the cost books, costing books में closing stock कम है, financial books में it is more, you also increase. Costing books, financial books, here it is 85, there it is 89. You have charged 4 rupees less closing stock. So you add the closing stock, the profit will increase. So undervaluation of closing stock in the cost books, now add it, increase the stock. ठीक है? Overvaluation of the opening stock in the cost books. Costing के debit side opening stock is overvalued, reduce the value. If you reduce the value of the opening stock, the profit will increase. That's all. Ma'am, इतना easy है, हाँ. You have to remember कि what's the impact on the profit and just look at me. I'm telling you there's a mind mapping which works. MCQ, 7 marks question, full out of full students are getting. Costing profit, financial profit. There absorbed more, here less, or absorb karo. Profit. Now what's the impact on profit? Reduce. There closing stock is more, here also you put more. If I add the closing stock, my profit will increase. Their opening stock is more, you also more. Their opening stock is more. Here if I put more, opening stock ko badhaungi, what's the impact on profit? Profit will reduce. Their expenses they have charged in financial books, you didn't charge. Profit will reduce. There they took dividend, received interest, received all credit. There also you credit. Profit will impact on profit. Okay? Check it again. You know, it takes a different level of energy to take this kind of the class, and sorry for this echoing voice, but I tried my best to explain you so that you score super duper well. If this is helpful, do share it with at least 5 of your friends, and thank you so much already for subscribing and for liking this video so that YouTube is giving it a boost. ठीक है ना? आ जाओ, ये देखो. This is like a cost sheet given to you. This is like a P&L given to you. And cost sheet details are given. So can you prepare the cost sheet? Yes. Can you prepare the cost sheet? Yes. साथ साथ में करें. Financial तो P&L, GP, NP, income received, expenses सब दे दिया. And then they have given you the cost sheet details. This is not a 7 marks question, dear students, where only reconciliation is asked. वो भी आएगा. ये chapter थोड़ा सा बड़ा ही है. They've never taken such long one-shot revision videos. Usually we complete before 1 hour, but this is taking more time. But are you all following? हाँ? आ जाओ. Cost sheet आपको बोला है. Material is 104 labor. Factory overhead is 60% of labor. Admin is 20% selling and so on. So you prepare the cost sheet. ठीक है. Now start the reconciliation. Okay. This just for information I have given. Nothing given for cost sheet. Always follow first in, first out. So whatever is already opening stock in the finished goods, it will be sold first. है ना? चलो. Now let us start reconciliation. Financial profit is showing 1,92,000. आ जाओ. Add less करो या कुछ भी करो. 192. Now financial books 192 profit is there, but with these incomes, interest and rent, taking this it is 192. Costing to they didn't take it, no? So we will remove. Remove means we will do less. आ जाओ, less कर दें. I hope you are getting. Financial profit is inclusive of interest and rent received. Costing profit was not inclusive, जो cost sheet से आया. तो financial book से भी निकाल देंगे. We started with financial profit, so we are doing add and less in financial profit. Financial profit is after these expenses. Bed debt, preliminary expense. Costing books didn't take. So financial books also we will not take. Because costing books didn't take. So add back. Add back means the profit will increase. Financial profit will increase. It's less because in financial profit I have put bed debt, preliminary expense, add back. Yeah? Credit may credit, add. Credit may debit, less. Add less, debit, credit, as they say you have to do. Aja. Now under over absorption of the factory overhead. See, factory overhead here they have absorbed 60% of the labor, 3,60,000. Their factory overhead is 379. Financial books. Here it is 360. If in your financial books, you have charged factory overhead extra. Now reduce. If you reduce profit factory overhead in the financial books, what's the impact on profit? Profit will increase. Profit will increase, so add. Same with the administrative overhead. Here administrative overhead is taken 20% of the factory cost, matlab 4 lakh. Here administrative is 424. So 24,000 in financial books is administrative overhead over absorbed. In financial books 424, there 4 lakh. We will also make 4 lakh. If we reduce 24,000 expense, what's the impact on profit? Profit will increase. Yeah. Ma'am, why they have written overhead under absorbed in costing books? In financial books, so you have charged more. Same way, selling overhead. 246. Here selling overhead 220. They have charged 246. We have charged only 220. So 26,000 we will charge more. So the profit will reduce. So less. Less means debit. Routine face to face class इतना मजा आता है सब students एक को मैं बोल. Same way now stock difference and it will tally. But हम करेंगे stock difference. Opening stock 90,000. Here opening stock 70,000. We are in financial books now. 192 profit में opening stock is 70. They have charged 90. हम भी charge करेंगे. The profit will come down less. Opening stock. Difference in the opening stock. Same way, cost sheet. In cost sheet, closing stock 60,000. In financial books, 50,000. We have started with 192, but here closing stock you have taken only 50. There it is 60. Here also you make 60. 10,000 more. Ma'am, why you are doing everything as per financial? Because we started with financial. If you would have started with cost sheet, तो वैसे costing profit से करते थे. So 192 make, if I increase the closing stock by 10,000 and make this 60, my profit will also increase by 10. So add. So reconciliation is done like this. All the problems are like this only. Some problems they have asked you to prepare the ledgers or the trading P&L or the cost sheet and the reconciliation. Is it all clear or not? Your comments are very, very important, dear students. See, this is also a past exam question I have again added. Write the journal entries. Wages issued. Direct wages are always absorbed in work in progress, production house. Indirect wages will go to factory overhead. Factory overhead is nothing but indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses. Material worth 45,000 returned to stores. Stores credit होता है, work in progress. Production house debit होता है. Reverse. Work in progress, credit. Stores debit because material is going back. Gross wages are 48. Employer's contribution to PF and ESIC is 2,000. So 50. Wages analysis show 50,000 wages to GLA. ठीक है. Now this wages analysis show 20,000 direct labor. So direct labor कहाँ जाएगा? Work in progress. 12,000 indirect wages. It will go to production house or factory overhead. 10,000 towards office staff and 8,000 sales staff. Office staff will go to administrative overhead. Sales staff will go to selling overhead. So 50,000 wages I incurred. I have bifurcated. Direct wages will go to the production house. Okay. Work in progress. Okay. Right. Indirect wages will go to the factory overhead. But if indirect wages is related to administrative overhead, selling, sales से related है, तो selling overhead. Got it? Our 4th SEM exam is just completed before. Income tax and costing playlist helped me a lot. Thank you so much. In the 5th SEM GST playlist, I think will also helpful for me. Great, great, great. Thank you so much. I acknowledge all your thanksgiving in the live chat. Thank you so much. Keep sharing, keep commenting. That motivates us also. And jitna this knowledge is I feel the more I spread, the more it bounce backs, and whatever amendments are coming in DT, GST, I can learn it so fast. I feel this is God's gift to me so that I can fastly pass on to you. All the best for your result of 4th SEM and 5th SEM. Definitely you can refer the GST playlist. Amendment videos will come. Yeah, in the next month, September it will come. Thank you so much. Aja. Production overhead is incurred 140 but absorbed 265. First incurred production overhead to GLA. Production overhead is absorbed in work in progress, right? Now, if you look at the production overhead का एक छोटा सा ledger बना लिया है यहाँ पे. Indirect wages, direct wages, this. Balancing figure is 37. So factory overhead या production overhead, whatever is balancing figure, this will go to the costing P&L. Okay, right. Last is a beautiful entry. This is already past exam question, can again be repeated. During physical verification of stores, it was found that 100 units of raw material returned to the supplier has not been recorded. Its purchase invoice is 50, while the current cost is 48. The company policy is to write off adjust costing payment. ठीक है ना? So 100 units of raw material returned to supplier. So raw material is going out. Yeah. But its original cost is 100. Right now it is going out at 48. 200 you have to write off at the costing P&L. Okay. In GLA, when it came at 50. No, stores ledger debit to GLA. So now also it should go at GLA debit to stores ledger at 50. But right now we are valuing our stores at raw material 48. So remaining will go to costing. Nice question, no? Acha, can we get 7 marks question only for reconciliation? Correct question. I know today's video is little longer, beta, but theory bhi karna hai, sab karna hai. 10-15 minutes more. I always say when you choose a teacher for your preparation, how you can resonate with the teacher in understanding the concept. And second thing is the quality of the questions, what you do. So profit as per cost record is given, and profit as per the financial record is also given. No. So you can start with the costing records also. They have got the balancing figure as the financial. So costing profit is here. Ma'am, can we take costing profit here? Yes, you can. You can start with 145,500 on the credit side. Now, this is a direct question. There's no cost sheet. See, if they give you cost sheet, if they give you P&L, you have to use both and you have to juggle. Kahan under hai, kahan over hai. This is a ready question. They only said, okay, this is undervalued, this is overvalued, this is this. In your mind, are you clear? There are solid 3 reasons for reconciliation. One is P&L, debit, credit side. What you write, you don't write in cost sheet. Second is under over valuation of the closing and opening stock. Third is under and over absorption of the overhead. That's it. So here things are given ready. That makes our work also easy. Let us start then. ठीक है? आ जाओ. Costing profit ये रहा. Now, works overhead under absorbed 9,500. Works overhead is under absorbed. Okay. In the cost books. Nothing given means where it is under absorbed. In the cost books. Matlab financial books mein you have charged more. Yeah. And you have started with the financial profit. So reduce the financial profit. Are you getting what I'm saying? You have started with, this figure is not there. Costing profit is here. Here you have undercharged 9,500. So if you charge more, your costing profit will reduce. No. So on the opposite side. Followed? Administrative overhead overcharged. In costing books, you have overcharged. So reduce. If you reduce expense, the profit will increase. So, sorry, this is also undercharged. Both are undercharged. So, or charge karoge to profit will reduce. These two. Selling overhead also undercharged. These two are undercharged. Selling overhead overcharged. So selling overhead in costing books, you have charged more. Reduce expense, increase the profit. So same side. Profit will increase, profit will decrease. Bad debts written off, they have debited. We to didn't debit. If we debit, our profit will reduce. So on the opposite side, bad debt and preliminary expense. One interpretation. Costing profit is here. They have put bad debt and preliminary. We to didn't put. We will also put. If we put, our profit will reduce. So less. Second interpretation. Financial profit is here. After putting bad debt and preliminary, cost to then put, you also add back. So either you add or from this side less, whatever you want to interpret. Overvaluation of opening stock in cost books. Costing may opening stock is more, reduce. If you reduce the opening stock, the profit will increase. And overvaluation of closing stock in cost accounts. Overvaluation of the closing stock in cost accounts. Costing books में closing stock is overvalued. Closing stock reduce. If you reduce, the profit will reduce less. Interest and rent earned, they have credited in the P&L. You also add in the costing to debits. Okay. So either you interpret cost side or you interpret financial side, you'll definitely get the correct answer. This is a nice exam question of journal entry. I don't know, as if I'm discussing too much extra or what in one shot. Direct material issued to production will be absorbed in work in progress. Ma'am, at least 10 times they have made us learn. Indirect wages will go to factory overhead. 7,50,000. Factory overhead under absorbed 225. Factory overhead under absorbed. तो वापस से फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड अगर अंडर एब्सॉर्ब्ड है तो क्रेडिट साइड होगा, डेबिट में 10 क्रेडिट. दिस इज अंडर एब्सॉर्ब्ड. सो फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड अंडर एब्सॉर्ब्ड क्रेडिट डेबिट टू द कॉस्टिंग P&L. Factory overhead, sorry, over absorbed. One second, sorry. Interpretation गलत नहीं होना चाहिए. 1 minute. Factory overhead, whatever is incurred, is 10, but it is over absorbed. Means you have charged to work in progress 18. So now what you will do? 225 you have over absorbed. I'm just taking 8 rupees figure random. Factory overhead और debit करो to costing दिए. ये रहा. आ गया? Right. Administrative overhead under absorb credit side. Administrative overhead credit, costing P&L debit. Deficiency found in the stock. So stores ledger credit. Normal deficiency is always absorbed in work in progress or factory overhead. Stores credit. This is normal. Don't charge it to costing P&L. Okay. So like this, very beautiful questions I have given. In the end, I have added all RTP, MTP and CMA mock test paper questions also. Okay. So I've completed teaching, but there is something more, and that's called theory, which is repeatedly asked. So just wait 5 minutes. आ जाओ. Yeah, these are the two theory questions asked repeatedly. What are the features of integrated system? Common system for cost and financial books. Yeah. Then no need of reconciliation and all. Advantages of no question of reconciliation. There's a significant saving in the effort. No delay ki if costing books are waiting for financials for costing. And the centralized system. इसको 5 star खिलाओ, KitKat खिलाओ, Eclairs खिलाओ, so much this is asked. What are the essential prerequisites if you want to install integrated accounting system? Okay. Extent of integration. The management should decide on the extent of integration of cost and financial books. Yeah. When you want to integrate, till what level you want to integrate? Suitable codification for the proper overhead. See, if it's not one selling overhead, salesman salary, delivery van driver ka salary, depreciation of the, there are so many things. So proper coding of heads should be there. Account closing procedure. There should be an agreed routine or scheme of action for closing accounts and all. Lot of coordination is required. High level of staff is required if you want to go for integrated system. What are the prerequisites? Extent of integration, codification, account closing procedure, and coordination. Okay, right. अब आ जाओ आगे. I've already read. Now did you understand the ledgers? इसके बाद कौन सा ledger बनाएंगे? Yeah. Factory overhead is always absorbed in work in progress. Administrative overhead in finished goods. Selling overhead in cost of sales. Sequence of ledger. Stores transferred to work in progress. Direct wages, work in progress. Indirect wages, factory overhead. Factory overhead, work in progress. समझ में आ रहा है? It's like ऐसे. That's why I said zip, zap, zoom. Goods which are produced, जो ready है, that's transferred from work in progress to finished goods. Administrative overhead is absorbed in finished goods. From finished goods, goods which are sold are transferred to cost of sales. See, बीच में है ये. Selling overhead is absorbed in cost of the sales. Cost of the sale is transferred to the costing P&L and so on. ठीक है? Under over absorption, either you can carry forward or put a supplementary rate. Nothing given, it is absorbed in the costing P&L. Treatment of depreciation, repairs, insurance of machinery, which is used in factory overhead. Computer, AC and all admin. Delivery van, driver's salary, selling overhead. ठीक है? Best of notes I have made in this compiler. Really, I'm saying years. Did you see how to draw the ledger, then poster? Everything I have given. These are my own created booster notes. If you copy it and I don't know, it will not help. When you understand it with me in the practice batch, you will follow it better. Okay, so here we have taken more than 1.5 hours to go through the concepts. If you want to go for one shot के साथ practicing the problem with Dipti ma'am, I'll just share 2 minutes. You'll come to know. देखो. However good I print the booster notes, I ask the students to write the journal. I know this. ये मेरे साथ I was explaining and making them write. So my writing was not good, but they were listening and writing. Cost book, financial books. What's the journal entry? At least core 15 to 16 entries I have made them write. See. That too in sequence. Can you see? Stores ledger, cost ledger, wages, factory, admin, selling. और ये पूरे ledgers. In practice batch, so many questions we have solved. Literally with me, ये देखो. 3 major reasons of the reconciliation with all the examples. And then reconciliation account, add less, cost sheet, जैसे भी आपको करना है. Okay? So a lot of efforts have been put. Now you have to trust the teacher, trust the path, work hard. Any doubts you have, click the picture, comment below, and subscribe to the channel, because every one shot revision video, soon we are going to solve MTP, RTPs of CA, CMA, all for September, December attempt here. It's going to be live. So download. You all have the website SS, download and keep the hard copy ready with all of you. Okay. Right. Soon we'll let you know the dates for all the RTP, MTP paper discussion. It's taking a lot of time actually to record these one-shot videos, plus the offline batch going on and GST and all. Right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Yeah. One very important thing. Today being the festival, please allow me to talk 2 minutes. It's so important that on this Raksha Bandhan we promise that at least one person in the family is having very strong positive mindset. It's not necessary that I'm positive but my spouse is not good, or my son is not fine, or someone to down. Someone has to take that control, and you can make your impression by practicing, by building up कि okay, इसको बोला ना काम हो गया. He's a very balanced person, and once he says, he will do. That should be the impression of you in your family. Practice it, you will achieve it. I'll share you some of my pictures when I was doing articleship in 1997. How shy, किसी ने थोड़ा डाटा ना, articleship office से I used to run away to my home, crying. That much also I could not observe. But now I call myself as Deet. No one can shake me without my permission. So that's the same thing I'm telling you. You become super strong so that you can take care of all your family members. Thank you. All the best to all of you. Bye bye. Yeah, after the video.